Words matter. They can build you to the highest height or they can sink you to the lowest depths. How are you using yours? I am Jennifer Leigh Turney and this is my voice. Let's break it down. First, the power to build. Consider words of encouragement. A simple, "you've got this," or "I believe in you," can make a world of difference to someone struggling. Words of affirmation can boost confidence, create a sense of belonging, and foster positive growth. They are the building blocks of strong relationships. When we use words to praise, to acknowledge, to support, we're actively contributing to a better world. I was at an office Christmas party several years ago, and I had a gentleman that I worked with approach me. He told me, "Thank you for being an inspiration." I was dumbfounded. Me, an inspiration? My face was betraying me because he could clearly read my confusion, so he helped me out. "Miss Jennifer, a few years ago you sent me an email telling me how proud you were of me mentoring a boy I knew. I have kept that email and I wanted you to know how much I appreciated it." Realization dawned and I remembered immediately. I traveled around to the different stores as part of my job. On this day, I was in his store. This guy was in his early 20s and I saw him talking to a boy who had to be about junior high age. I overheard him talking and telling the boy the importance of studying in school and staying out of trouble. I wanted to encourage my coworker to continue this practice because he needed to know that it would make all the difference in this boy's life. What I didn't realize is that I was making an impression on my coworker. I was an authority figure to him, and I had taken time out of my day to congratulate him on a job well done that had nothing to do with work. Words matter. But then there's the flip side, the power to destroy. Harsh words, insults, and negativity can leave lasting scars. They can erode self-esteem, create resentment, and damage connections. I saw Pretty Woman on the front row of the Malco Theater. I don't recommend the front row because you have to sit like this. But we decided to go to the movie at the last minute. There is this scene where Vivian says, "People put you down long enough and you start to believe it." Her guy Edward compliments her, but she's not having it, and she responds, "The bad stuff is easier to believe. You ever notice that?" We got out of the movies, and while we were waiting to get out of the parking lot, my date recounted this scene. He commented on how true that last statement she said was. The bad stuff is easier to believe. You ever notice that? Someone had used their words wrong with him. It left a scar. Words matter. Words spoken in anger, even if we don't truly mean them, can have devastating consequences. They echo in our minds long after they've been spoken, and the digital age has just amplified this effect. One thoughtless tweet, one harmful comment can spread like wildfire, causing immense pain. So how do we become more mindful of our words? It starts with awareness. Pause before you speak or type. Take a moment to consider the potential impact of your words. Ask yourself, are my words kind? Are they necessary? Are they true? This simple filter can help you choose words that build rather than break. Now, I'm no saint. I've spoken words meant to hurt. I have been intentional in that dagger I spoke. But we must practice empathy. Try to put yourself in the other person's shoes. How would you feel if someone said those words to you? This can help you cultivate compassion and understanding. Choose your words deliberately. Be specific and intentional in your communication. Avoid vague or ambiguous language that can be misinterpreted. And remember, it's not just about what you say, but how you say it. Tone of voice, body language, and context all play a role in how your words are received. Months ago, I was on the receiving end of very hurtful words. Words that still play in my head, and I have tried to exercise them. Words that ended a friendship of people I loved and once admired. I've worked very hard to put it behind me because I can't control their words, but you can't unring a bell. You can't unhear, but you can choose to let go of the hold they have on your well-being. It's also important to acknowledge the words we use to talk to ourselves. Self-talk is incredibly powerful. If we constantly criticize ourselves, we create a negative internal environment. Don't let someone else's words have that much control over yours either. Forgive the speaker as much as you can forget the speech. Practice positive self-affirmations. Remind yourself your strengths and accomplishments. Use words that build your confidence and resilience. In a world filled with noise and distractions, let's strive to use our words to create a positive impact. Let's choose kindness, empathy, and understanding. Let's build bridges, not walls. Because at the end of the day, our words have the power to shape our world, one conversation at a time. Let's make those conversations count. Thank you for joining me today. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe for more content. And remember, choose your words wisely. They mean something. I'm Leigh Turney, and this is my voice.